Hi folks, welcome to Blind Abilities and welcome to another installment in our series, iPhone 101. Today we continue with our voiceover gestures. Our presenter today, Nick D'Ambrosio. Nick will be presenting the three-finger gestures. So sit back and relax as Nick D'Ambrosio presents the three-finger voiceover gestures.
Welcome to Blind Abilities. My name is Nick D'Ambrosio. In today's installment of iPhone 101, I'd like to tackle the three-finger gestures. The three-finger gestures consist of the three-finger single tap, which will speak the position and place, the three-finger double tap, which will toggle speech on and off, the three-finger triple tap, which will toggle screen curtain on and off, the three-finger quadruple tap, which will copy the last spoken word of VoiceOver to your clipboard. Other three-finger gestures are the three-finger swipe up and down, which will scroll up and down the page as if you were reading a newspaper, and the three-finger swipe right and left like you would if you were navigating a book. Our first gesture is the three-finger single tap. If you ever need to reorient yourself or know where you are on the iPhone, the three-finger single tap is your way to go. All you need to do is tap on the screen with three fingers and it'll speak your position and place. So let's do that.
Row 1, column 1, page 2 of 5. Top of screen, double tap to open.
Well, there you go. You just gave me the row, the column, the page. It's a quick and easy way to find out where you are. You can never get lost on your iPhone. Another feature of the three-finger single tap is in your email, so let's go there.
Mail, search field.
Now, if you want to preview an email and you don't want to open it, this is a cool way to do so. Before you do so, you need to go to your settings, mail, and then preview, and you can set up to 5 lines of text to be read to you when you use this gesture.
Selected, preview, heading, none, 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines.
I have mine set at 4
lines.
So let's pick a email at random.
Pete Lane, the three-finger free for all, 3:27 p.m.
Well, there you go. So now we're going to use our three-finger single tap and see what Pete's got to say.
Hey Nick, all you need to do is touch the unopened email in your inbox, and VoiceOver will read rows 1 to 3 of 117.
So there you go. Let's move on to our next gesture. Our next gesture is the three-finger double tap. This will toggle speech on and off. Pretty straightforward. All you need to do is a three-finger double tap on your screen.
Speech off.
If we want it back on, three-finger double tap once again.
Speech on.
Great job, Nick. I just wanted to add a little description here. As Nick said, the three-finger double tap will turn speech on and off. This is not the same as turning VoiceOver on and off with a triple click of your home button. When you turn VoiceOver off, VoiceOver gestures no longer work. With this gesture, your VoiceOver gestures will continue to work and you'll still hear the clicks and other sounds that VoiceOver will bring. It's just that you will not have the speech to accompany it. Good job, Nick.
There you go. Let's move on to our next gesture, which is the three-finger triple tap. This will toggle screen curtain on and off. So let's do a three-finger triple tap on the screen.
Screen curtain on.
Now, if we want it off, we just do the same three-finger triple tap.
Screen curtain off.
There you go. My next tip is the three-finger quadruple tap. This will copy the last spoken word by VoiceOver. It's a tricky gesture and you need to practice a little bit, but once you get it, it really saves you a lot of time. So the first thing we need to do is select something we want to copy. So I'm on the Blind Abilities webpage.
The free Blind Abilities app is the quickest way to reach your high school students, college-bound students, and those seeking information about blindness. All of our podcasts and blogs are created by fellow blind/visually impaired people who have or are breaking down the obstacles and sharing their experiences.
So let's say I wanted to copy that whole thing. I would do a three-finger quadruple tap.
The free Blind Abilities app is the quickest way to reach your high school students, college-bound students, and those seeking information about blindness. All of our podcasts and blogs are created by fellow blind/visually impaired people who have or are breaking down the obstacles and sharing their experiences. Copy to pasteboard. So
as you can hear by VoiceOver, it was copied to the pasteboard. So now let's just say I wanted to email this to somebody. So we're going to go to my email.
Mail, message body, text field, is editing, insertion point at start.
And now we're going to use the rotor to go to edit.
Nick, I just wanted to point out to everyone that we'll be covering the rotor gesture and what the rotor does in an episode coming up real soon. Thanks, Nick.
Edit.
So we're already there. That was easy enough. And we're going to swipe up.
Add attachment. Increase quote level.
I'm going to keep swiping up until we hear the word paste.
Paste.
We're going to double tap.
The free Blind Abilities app is the quickest way to reach your high school students, college-bound students, and those seeking information about blindness. All of our podcasts and blogs are created by fellow blind/visually impaired people who have or are breaking down the obstacles and sharing their experiences. Paste.
There you go. It was pasted in the email. It was very easy because a lengthy article like that sometimes can get cumbersome to copy. In this case, it's done very quickly and very easily. Now that we're done with all the taps, let's go on to the swipes. Our next gesture is the 3-finger swipe up and down. I'm on the Blind Abilities webpage, so let's do a 3-finger single tap and see where we're at.
Page 1 of 28, top of screen.
So now I know I'm on page 1 of 28. If I want to go to page 2, 3, or 4, what I need to do is use my 3 fingers and swipe up. So let's do that.
Page 2 of 28.
If I want to go to page 1, I would use my 3 fingers and swipe down.
Page 1 of 28.
Nick, I'd like to point out that the 3-finger swipe up and down is confusing in the way it works. Just think swipe up to go down and swipe down to go up. A good way to think of this is if you're looking at a piece of paper through a magnifying lens, if you want to go up toward the top of that piece of paper, you would flick the paper down. Conversely, if you wanted to go to the bottom of the page, you would slide the page up. Very confusing, but you'll get the hang of it.
Another cool feature of the 3-finger swipe down is to refresh content in your email, Facebook, and Twitter. So let's go to the email right now.
Mail, inbox, Pete Lane, the 3-finger free for all. Yesterday.
Once you're in your email, what you need to do is focus on the first email on your list. Once you're there, all you need to do is swipe your fingers down twice quickly with 3 fingers. So let's do that.
Refreshing content. Rows 1 to 3 of 117.
So there you go. I just refreshed my mail. Now, if you do use this 3-finger swipe down in Twitter or in Facebook, what you need to do is get your first feed and swipe down once. I noticed that in the email, it's twice, but in Twitter and Facebook, you can swipe down once with 3 fingers and it will refresh your content in both Twitter and Facebook. Our last gesture is the 3-finger swipe right and left, and this will navigate us horizontally from the right and left of the page. If you have Voice Stream Reader and you read books, this is a very easy way to navigate through your book with a 3-finger swipe right or left. And this is also a good feature to navigate through your apps. So let's do a 3-finger single tap to see where we're at.
Row 1, column 1, page 2 of 5, top of screen, double tap to open.
So now I know I'm on page 2 of 5 and row 1. I need to get to page 5 because that's where my Blind Abilities app is. So what I need to do is swipe to the left 3 times to get to page 5. Let's do that.
Page 3 of 5, page 4 of 5, page 5 of 5.
Now if I needed to go back a page, I would swipe to the right, but I am where I want to be. So now I'm just going to do a 3-finger single tap to see where I'm at one more time.
Row 1, column 1, page 5 of 5, top of screen, double tap to open.
So I know I'm on row 1. I know my Blind Abilities app is the second on row 1. So I'm just going to do a single finger flick to the right.
Blind Abilities.
Did I mention that you can download the Blind Abilities app on the App Store? That's right, 2 words, Blind Abilities, and you can listen to Pete and Jeff and all their greatness when they're interviewing people or giving demos just like this one. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. My name is Nick D'Ambrosio, and see you next time.
Join Blind Abilities and our new series, iPhone101, as we help you make that decision to buy your first iPhone, as we answer those pressing questions about which device to buy and where to buy it, and as we help you with the transition of learning to use Voiceover and master the iPhone as a blind user. Where do you go to find those answers? Who do you turn to for help? Blind Abilities presents a new series, iPhone 101. We'll provide the answers. We'll be here to help.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities. Download our app from the App Store, blindabilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.